that's just the way.
What up, world? It's your boy Jeff, aka Cool Boy Jeff, right here. It's the only place you can find a wave is the Wave 804. I got my OG in the building, you know what I'm saying, Var, the comedian, and he's a barber, you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing that I can really say, because, you know what I'm saying, the OG is going to speak, and I'm going to sit here just listen and soak up the game. So you go ahead and say what you got to say, big dog. Introduce yourself.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you for having me. First off, man, y'all make sure y'all support the young boy in the game doing this thing, man. This boy don't sit around and wait for nothing to happen.
Yeah.
He be out there grinding. Call me to make an interview. You want an interview to happen? Hit me up, man. I'm gonna be there. That's how he work. Y'all gotta respect the grind, man. Love to see that, and make sure y'all support him, man.
Yes,
everything he do, though.
Yes, sir. And I definitely want to thank you, though. And it's like, you was just right there.
He
like,
want to get in the interview. He's supporting him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then people be sitting right there outside of the door and will watch me do an interview, bro.
That's what it is.
Like,
you already get that. Charlemagne the God. Yeah, he about to take your seat, man. You got them questions,
yes,
sir. You got them questions.
I ordered. So I definitely want to get into both topics as far as a comedian and as a barber as well. Yes, so I want to go off of your bio, and I'm gonna say this again because I feel like it was very funny.
Yes.
So it says comedian, working on my shit.
Yes, sir.
Let me cut your hair. If this doesn't work, I can pay my rent.
Hey, it don't get no realer than that, bro. Like,
what made you come up with that?
Bro, if I can't do this shit and make y'all laugh, I gotta eat somewhere. I still gotta pay this apartment, man. I gotta eat. So if I can't make you laugh, man, I need y'all to come check me out at the shop. Shameless plug, 917 West Gray Street, RVA. And let me cut your hair, man. Follow me on the ground right now. Y'all think a nigga can't cut. And cuts by Bob. Alright?
Yes,
follow me right now and see the work.
Definitely. So in the work of the barbershop, I see that you guys, y'all always have so many topics. Y'all talk about any and everything. And the one thing I love about the barbershop, it has not been one barber that I ever met who held his tongue towards anything. What about those qualifications make you so great at what you do?
Oh, man. I just think I'm a people person, man. Like, you know, I do DJ as well, and that's helped me out a lot along the way, man. Just being around various types of people. That's just it. Being able to adapt to your environment and relate to people. If you can do that, you pretty much can be successful. And damn near anything you do. Because a lot of time relationships can take you farther than what you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or a good relationship. And just being able to relate to people, make people feel comfortable, wanted, invited, and loved at the end of the day, man. Like, you gotta be able to do it.
Nah,
so I think I do all right with that. If I don't, I try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think that you gotta try even harder, big dog, because when I come in the barbershop, I always see the barbershop field.
Right.
And the best thing about it is not only to get quality cuts from professional barbers, but to sit there and you can get your conversations. Like anybody, I feel like anybody can come in there and can get counseling. Like I feel like barbers are also counselors. I feel like barbers, professional barbers, cannot just only be one name. It has to be so many names. Like a barber can be your father, it could be your grandfather, it could be your uncle, all those. You know what I'm saying? So when you have young guys, as far as like my age, 23 or probably younger, the conversations you have, do you feel like that you have to monitor the things that you say?
Never. I never feel like that. I feel like that's the worst thing you can do. It's just like raising your child and lying to them, or raising your child and keeping them sheltered. Like, for me, when the young boys come in the barbershop and they talk crazy or they say something, they make you look at them like, well, what the fuck is you doing? That's your time to step in and be what the community need. To say it politically, that's what the community need. Somebody to step in and be like, nah, youngin', you fucking up. Like, you gonna fuck your life over that dumb shit you talking. Get back on track, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they respect it because you've been there.
Yeah.
You've been there. You always can tell somebody something. They be like, damn, that for real? Yeah, for real. You get your shit fucked up. You ain't gonna talk to your mama no more, and your boy gonna fuck your girl if you don't tighten up. That's how it go out here. So I've never ran into a situation where people don't appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put the young boys on and they come back and they appreciate you for it.
Right.
You got a friend for life with a little bit of advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is real. And that's the way it works. I love it. I love that shit. So.
You know what, man? I like to call, whenever time I come in there, man, I like to see y'all y'all are like the realest politicians. Like y'all can sit there and dictate about the little smallest things and the big to the biggest.
Right.
And you know what? And then the biggest thing I love about barbers and barbershops in general, you guys do not mind about speaking the truth, being realist.
Right.
So, do you guys ever feel like that you may have to break it down or dumb it down to certain points to make sure that people understand what y'all talking about?
Most definitely. Most definitely, because it's always somebody who already know. Nah, man, I know, cause my homeboy told me. But did your homeboy tell you this? And that part?
Mm-hmm.
Or did your homeboy tell you that part? No, I ain't even think of that. Yeah, I know, because your homeboy know you don't know. He look like the man to you because he know you don't know.
Yeah.
Often you have to break shit down, like especially when it comes to like little legal things, and not that you sit here and think I had a whole bunch of legal trouble. Luckily I had none.
Yeah.
Knock on something. None of that shit. Knock on all the wood. I don't want none of that. But you know, I got partners and other cats in the shop. They've been through it.
Yeah.
So that's an opportunity to put the cats on. You just don't want to see nobody make the wrong turn over a quick dumb decision or a night of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like we work on a college campus, so a great deal of our clientele are young guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Young guys just off the porch, just getting away from home, just starting their independent life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they out here showing off, fighting themselves, and if they're not showing off, fighting themselves, they might be with somebody who is.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we always try to put cats on because we done seen a lot of cats mess up.
Yeah.
First semester.
Right.
First semester, and you ain't see a cat no more. Second semester, he got a case, and I mean a case that his mama can't pay for.
Right.
And what is it called? Student, what is the student
loans.
aid? Student,
Yeah,
you ain't even getting that no more. That's cut off, so you ain't got no paper.
Right.
You fucked.
Yeah.
You in jail now. In a city you ain't even from. Your life different. And you in there talking about credits and shit.
Right.
You niggas talking about canteen, that's a whole different seas. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, sometimes you have to break it down like that. But it is what it is. It's part of the job.
Yeah.
And what make it dope, because ain't no day the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we done had boys that cut for 2-3 years, get to know them, and get shot.
Yeah.
No more. Like, that quick, because he was with somebody. Like, that shit is serious out here. And we see that shit damn near every semester.
Mm-hmm.
So it get real.
So, you know, as a, I'm not even going to keep putting your position out there as a barber, but it look like you take it more seriously, you know what I'm saying, as, I'm going to say as a counselor. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of these boys, like even my age, when I come in there, you know what I'm saying, y'all give the game, y'all definitely explain so much that even though I say like, oh, okay, I know this, I know that, but I feel like it'd be good to be able to understand it. So, what can you say is like really traumatizing when you go through these situations? Or I know a lot of times when you cut people's hair, you hear these stories, and I don't know if you be in the middle of a cut, you like, I can't do it. Like I need to separate myself from this and that. So how are you able to handle yourself when you hear these type of stories that go on?
It's wild. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how you do. Sometimes you hear stuff that just like you really feel for the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, I wish I really could do more than give you this haircut and some advice to help your situation out. But I can't. You know what I mean? And I guess you get some type of, what is it? Accomplished feeling from just being able to do that part for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing my best. If you need more, bro, whatever I can do, you offer that. You know what I'm saying? But you just, sometimes you gotta look at it like not like you're their father or parent, but like this with your kids. If you had kids, you gotta be strong for your kids. Parents have to be strong for their kids. Big brothers gotta be strong for the little brother. Yeah. It's one of them type situations. You see your homie or customer or client, whatever it come to you like that, you just gotta kind of take that position. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's messed up to them and it's messed up to you, it's probably be more messed up to them if you make it like, damn, really, 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 instead of trying to, you know, not downplay and act like it ain't real, but try to find a way out instead of looking at the negative side in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And see, I used to work with kids and stuff too, bro. So, like, all of my shit to me is like counseling. Music is counseling for people. Barbering is counseling for people. Being a comedian is counseling for my goddamn self. And then for other people sometimes when the joke relates, you know what I'm saying? So, everything I do, I look at it as I'm trying to help people. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man. And I always respect y'all hustle, but also I respect that y'all really care about a lot of us. Like sometimes I feel like y'all may not know who's walking in our barbershop, who may just want to cut, but when they hear a certain topic, they be so drawn in, and people just be in your face and just listen. And the one thing I love about barbers, they never turn anybody away from listening to any conversation, because you can be talking about the streets, a girl, life in general. Because I feel like now in this generation, a lot of people is being pampered. You know what I'm saying? They're not being able to understand the life that goes on. So, you know, I feel like me personally, I'm blessed to walk in that barbershop and to be able to hear these conversations. Because when I go home and I listen, and when I'm at the barbershop and when I leave and I'm hearing these conversations, and when I go home, I know how to deal with certain things. Because I know, like, my father, he's back home, he's 30 minutes away, but when I go to the barbershop, it's coming from a man, and he's saying something that I know is not going to steer me in the wrong way. So that's why I always have the utmost respect for barbers, because they're doing a lot of things that most people's not doing for us in general.
That's true. I appreciate that too.
And then definitely respect that. So, and then I'm gonna touch on one more subject, and then we're gonna switch to the other one. So, you've been cutting hair for years. Cutting hair for years. And you came in contact with, I want to say, hundreds and thousands of people.
Definitely.
And met thousands of people. Definitely. What is something that you can say that you took from I know that you probably won't think about everything that ever happened, but what is one thing that you feel like that you took from a lot of people that you came in contact with?
Everybody is important. Like, as simple as that. Like, everybody is important. Like, you meet people and, like, they might walk in, you're like, damn, what the fuck is this? Because everybody, like you said, they ain't judgmental. That's the biggest lie people say all the time. You taught to be judgmental because that's how you preserve yourself. If you ain't analyzing the situation when you walk in the door, you ain't on your shit. You better be judgmental or something, or you can get your ass caught up out there. So, you know, just like that, somebody walk in, you might, who is this weirdo? Hop in the chair, get the chit chatting, cool cat. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming back, build a rapport. Now you got a friend. He done taught you something. You feel what I'm saying? Or helped you out in some way, or put you. It's just like it works like that. You know what I mean? And you just come to realize that everybody is important in their own way. Everybody is special in their own way. It's up to you to figure that out. It ain't up to them because they doing them before they met you. If you passing judgment and saying that, it's up to you to find out why they are, because everybody got a quality. You know what I'm saying? People don't take time to see that.
So I feel like it's also easy for people to make mistakes and judge them instead of trying to get to know them and trying to understand them. Because I understand that it's truthful that a lot of people are scared of what they don't know. I feel like a lot of people nowadays don't try to take the time to try to get to understand a person.
That's it.
Because if you may be saying this about this and that about a person, you may never know what they're going through in the background. So at the end of the day, it's always the best thing I think is a person really needs an ear instead of a mouth. Because if you give them an ear, they can be able to explain it. But if you give them a mouth, I feel like you over trump them. So whatever they're holding in, they can't let it out. Because at the end of the day, the more talking, you never know what you're going to say. So you always got to interpret. But I definitely want to get into the comedian part too, because I see that you are a very good comedian. I was watching your vlogs, you know what I'm saying, on Joint. It's VAR time, so I definitely dig that. So what made you want to start participating and getting into YouTube?
Oh man, the comedian thing came from, like, I always admired comedians. Like, since I was little, I always loved comedy. Like, I ain't never know I wanted to do comedy until later on. And then when I thought I wanted to do it, I was just too scared to do it. So I just started throwing comedy shows just to be a part of the comedy community. You know what I'm saying? To get more acquainted with what's going on behind the scenes in comedy, because it's an art. Comedy ain't just walking up there talking shit. It is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's an art to it. You gotta go out there and perform each and every time you're on stage in front of different audiences, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day. It's an art to that. You know what I'm saying? You sell yourself over and over, and I just love it. I think it's one of the best jobs in the world, period. Like I used to say that about barbering, and I used to say that about DJing, but I really feel like it's comedy, because for those two things, I literally have tools. I can do comedy without a mic. I don't have to have nothing with myself.
Yeah.
I could damn near be a quadriplegic. Lord, I hope that don't happen. But I could be a quadriplegic and make a motherfucker laugh.
Yeah.
You understand? Tell you something, like, it can happen.
Right.
That's the greatest job in the fucking world. It's being to have your mind, to cultivate some thoughts, put them together, curate thoughts and give them to people, to make them think or laugh. Because you can change the course of somebody's day with one joke.
Yeah.
Like, the shit is real. People don't understand that music is therapy. And laughter is definitely therapy. You laugh more, you feel better. It's just real.
Right.
Watch a week of cartoons versus a week of murder movies and see how you feel. Like, this shit is real. Like, I'm telling you.
That I feel like that has to be the best way to put it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and then it's at the same time when a person watches something. Now, if I watch Eddie Murphy Delirious, I'm laughing the whole time. But if I'm watching like Belly or some street stuff, my whole mood is changing. So I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like going out there and doing something. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people, they don't have that mental to really know who they are. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people can turn that off anyway, but some people get caught up because they thinking, oh, this is the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? You know, so at the end of the day, I feel like also as I speak on barbers, I hold them as to a higher standard. Comedians is hold to a higher standard as well. Because a lot of comedians, I feel like they have the guts to come out and say how the way they feel through their past experience, you know what I'm saying, through situations, life circumstances. So about yourself, what are you able to formulate as a joke that everybody can relate if you know what you're speaking on your past experiences?
Like my relationship with my father. It ain't one. Like, have you seen my dad? Nigga, I ain't never seen that nigga. Like, that's one of them things, like right there. I done made that into a joke, and people relate to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of cats like that. It's a ton of them. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to follow me and get to know my story and understand why these jokes real. You know what I'm saying? Before I give them all to you. But that's like one of them things. Like, I got a son, a relationship with my son and his mother. We not together, but it's a ton of motherfuckers in that situation.
Yeah.
And they can relate.
Right.
So find the humor in that, and hopefully you can be therapy for somebody and make it a better situation for them, if possible. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of situations like that. Like I said, it's always a way to relate. It's just always a way, whether it be for pain or success, you can relate, and most likely people can relate to your pain a lot more.
Definitely. And then speaking of pain too, me, you also talked before the camera had came on that you said that you also use your bad breakup as a form as a comedian joke too.
Definitely.
So if you can elaborate on that too, you don't have to get too personal, but you can go. You definitely speak on that.
Question, man. Like, I had a long-term relationship. Like, it was a long relationship, and that relationship coming to an end was like a new chapter in my life. Yeah. Because it had been so significant in my life for so long. Like, that was a comfort zone for me. So, like I said before, I always wanted to do comedy, but I was scared. You know what I mean? So, after that breakup, I was like, well, I gotta do something. I'm outside of my comfort zone anyway. Let's keep pushing. Let's see what good can come out of this. Because something good got to come out of this. It can't just be all bad. You know what I mean? You gotta turn, like they say, the lemons to lemonade and all that type of good thing. So I used that to fuel me to do something different, something outside my comfort zone. And I mean, it's been going good. I haven't done much yet, but everything I have done has been successful. And I know if I hadn't did it, I wouldn't have been here right now. You know what I'm saying? It just showed me and make me say every day more and more, don't let fear hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Don't let being uncomfortable stop you from being successful. Right. And that's just how I look at it.
And you definitely giving the game too, man, dropping a few jewels too. Because I mean, even with myself, and for you to say how you could turn lemons into lemonade, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that I use my my intelligence and how the way I like to work a camera and have a structure of a conversation. Not to knowing that I always want to do something that had to do with talking. Like at first I wanted to be a sports analyst for ESPN, but now I'm looking at myself, I'm like, well, I don't have to really wait for ESPN. I can do my own thing. And I can set up and have a whole conversation, and then I'm watching these other greats like from Torre, Charlamagne the God, Vlad TV, DJ Academics. So when I'm watching these guys and they're speaking and they're asking questions of how the way they feel, I'm like, well, I can do the same thing. The only thing about it is, I feel like in this generation is just the lack of support or this crab in the barrel mindset. You know what I'm saying? It only takes one person to make it out. And I want to also get into it as well. Like, tell me about Snitch on You TV.
Snitch on You TV.
Yeah.
Well, that joint, that's one of them joints that's off the hip, man. It's inspired from real life that you hear about every day. But it was just one of them off the hip joints. I'm like, yo, I need to do something real quick.
Yeah.
Boom, let me do this joint. I honestly did that joint real quick, like 30, 40 minutes to put that joint together. But it's just like, it's everybody want to be street.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be street these days. So why a nigga just can't be regular? It got to be a regular dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to be just a regular cat that just like, I graduated high school. I ain't never sold no drugs.
Yeah.
I done had some beers. I done had some pussy. I ain't no pimp. I ain't no dope boy. I'm just a regular cat.
Right.
Why people don't want to be regular no more? You feel what I'm saying? And people put themselves in these situations where they posing. Just like you referenced Belly, or like in Belly. Yo, remember the two Wise and Shot Meat? Yo, it's just the school shit's mad hard. Why the fuck is school mad hard, nigga? Nigga, you was in high school like that. Nigga, you ain't had to pay for that shit.
Right.
That ain't hard.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying? People make their situations crazy for credit, and then when they get in that situation, they singing, they turn to Antoine and start singing and You turn a bitch because that's what you are in the first place, bro. You don't have to be that.
Right.
You don't have to be that.
Especially if you was never introduced.
Especially if you was never that.
Right.
You feel me? Don't do that in front of people that don't know you, that you think you can build a reputation in front of.
Right.
You end up in a bad place.
Right.
You end up in a bad place. You ain't never want to be in a game, but now you locked up and gotta be.
Right.
To save your ass.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Literally,
literally,
you feel me? So that's just where it come from, man. Dudes be singing. Like I got homies that work in the federal system.
Right.
It's paperwork. Niggas got paperwork.
Right.
Paperwork. They talent out here.
Yeah.
These dudes not tough. That's why dudes come home so fast and just, you out already? I'm out already because I don't fuck with you. And I'm telling on everybody in that bitch, nigga, I'm home, nigga. What's up? You about to be in. So that's what that's inspired from, man. This real shit out here.
Yeah.
So this people just staying on land. You can sell a lot of water instead of a lot of weed or you can sell toilet paper. You can sell Q-tips, something like. There's some shit out here to sell, but like there's some shit. You know what I mean? Light bulbs, nigga, make some new blinds.
He said sell some Q-tips.
Q-tips, something. But I mean, it's selling. But you gotta do something. Right. You feel me? You ain't gotta do what everybody else do and line up in a position that won't meant for you. Right. Because that's what a lot of people like that.
But you know, also I want to go back to it too, that, you know what I'm saying, how you say about, you know, you got a comedian side, you got the street side. Like a lot of people, you can watch Eddie Griffin and you can laugh at him. But if you watch something like got some 50 Cent or somebody who's gangster or whatever, then people be on that. But I feel like a lot of people, again, they don't know how to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I like listening to gangster music because I like to see where they come from. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to learn from that. You're supposed to learn from that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, even going through my struggles, I done been through tough times, but at the end of the day, you're not going to see me doing something I've never been inside of before. Because I got homies that do that. I got friends that do that. But I feel like they respect me because I'm me. Because at the end of the day, some people's not looking for all gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Some people need somebody who can show them a different avenue.
They want it.
Right.
They want it. People are looking for it. Not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But they really want that.
Right.
So many people are overwhelmed. Like, the world is oversaturated with street.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put that more simple, but I feel that way. It's oversaturated with street. Yeah. Like, everything street. Like, god damn.
Yeah.
Like, Cat Wilson, nigga, you mad at breakfast, nigga?
Right.
At breakfast, nigga? It's just too hard out here, nigga, in the tub, man. Nigga, wash your ass. Nigga, take a shower, nigga.
Nigga, brush his teeth angry. I'm gonna kill that nigga today.
That shit's crazy, man. Oh, you gotta relax out here, boy.
Be angry, man.
Yeah, angry, man. Beat off. Like, beat off before you leave the house. That shit'll relax your ass. Like,
all that testosterone.
Yeah, smoke an L and beat it, my niggas. Dudes and girls too, cause some angry women out here. How many girls out here killing each other now?
Yeah, man.
Y'all need some dick. Like, women, get off. Like, don't go evil. Don't go evil. Go evil. If the female ain't helping you, find a male that can. If the male ain't helping you, find a female. Just find somebody, yo. Y'all gotta stop killing each other over dudes and shit. Ain't nobody supposed to be killing each other, but when the females killing each other, it's going crazy.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's sad.
It's sad.
That's sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
But even back to the performances, like
Yes, sir.
when you at the Funny Bone, right,
Mhm.
and you be able to talk about the realest things that goes on in society,
Mhm.
do you feel like that you ever get caught in a like a deer get caught in the headlight because you're speaking on so much truth that somebody in the crowd cannot handle it?
Well, luckily, in my young career, that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
Like I said, I ain't been on stage one time. On that stage, on that big stage, Funny Bone, shout out to C.J. Richardson for giving me that opportunity. But luckily, that situation hasn't happened yet, bro. So if it do happen, I hope I can come back to the wave and let you know about it.
Yeah.
But it ain't happened yet, bro. And if it do happen, man, I hope I'm prepared for it. I think I'm prepared for it either way.
Right.
Because I've been able to deal with situations in various places and be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
I feel
think
like,
I will be.
and you know what, that's a blessing too. And then also I want to touch on too, what is the different types of comedians? Like, you know, you have your stand up and you also have your Instagram and I think it's another one too. I want to say it's kind of like Caucasian though, like they do the little jokes and had the little
yeah, it's more dry, slapstick. Yeah, like The Office. I don't know if that's what
I
it's
watched
very dry humor.
Yeah.
Like it's just, well, I don't want to sit here and speak on it like I'm just superstar comedian and everything. I'm coming to the game and I'm studying the hell out of the game. I got so much respect for the game. I wish I could give you a laid out answer, but from my knowledge, there is a stand-up comedian. We got the new wave of Instagram comedians or online comedians. When sometimes that doesn't translate to the stage, you know, and it's a lot of old school stand-up comedians or traditional comedians that can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So pros and cons of both of them. Then you got people that are just actors. They're comedic actors. I don't know if they do stand-up period at all, but they just do funny, they're comedic actors period. I'm trying to put all that together and make myself a total package. Like, I want to be able to do all. I don't think you should be able to do one without the other.
Yeah.
Especially in the day of time, just to be relevant. Like, the Instagram stuff is great because it keeps you relevant and always introduce you to a new audience. Like, your audience potential is endless with online stuff. So I love that, but I definitely want to hone my craft and be a great stand-up comedian, because that's what you want to do when all that other stuff ends. Like if you do get to make it to the movies, when that's over, because you have a run.
Right.
If that's over, you still can do clubs. You can do clubs till you Bill Crosby age you can't see.
Right.
Like, you can still do stand-up, and that's the bread and butter of comedy.
Right.
In my eyes.
Right.
And I think in most other people, like, stand-up that's it.
I got you.
That's it.
So for my last and final question, man, and
Yes, sir.
you know, I always have this thing where when I come in a barbershop and I see you guys having these very intimate conversations, and but y'all guys are never scared to say how the way y'all feel.
Right.
Imagine if I'm a guy.
Okay.
Well, I am a guy. Well, imagine if I, this is a new dude. I'm coming to the barbershop, and you know, I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in, y'all speaking on a certain topic that I'm going through. And how do you notice if that person is going through it or not? Because I feel like it's almost like how like those people on TV when they say, you know, I can predict your future or whatever like that, or so on and so forth. But when y'all actually speak on something, it'd be like, okay, my heart is open, I'm listening to you. So how do you know if a person's really interested into the conversation?
Bro, you asked some good questions. Let me say that one first.
Thank you.
You asked some excellent questions. Like, now, how long have you been here? You like clippers? Motherfucker, I like clippers. Of course, motherfucker, but no, that's a good question though, bro. But like, it's just apparent.
Right.
Like, I know you don't have children yet. You got a little brother?
Yeah, I got two.
You got
little brothers.
two little brothers.
Yes, sir.
You've been through it with them. You know when your little brother has lied to you. Like, you did that. No, I ain't do it. Stop lying.
Right.
Like, you can look at him. It's like a gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? But the difference in that situation is your brother is not being inquisitive. When these people come in the shop, like we had a cat come in the shop, he delivered on our route. Been delivering on our route for years, right? Just recently started coming to get haircuts though, right? But we always know him, got good rapport. What's up, all the time. He come in to sit down after 3 or 4 haircuts. He's like, yo, he start talking about his son. Man, my son, boop, boop, boop. This man done dropped out of school. One more semester, man. Me and my wife done paid all this. Done bought him 2 cars. What more can he want? Talking about school ain't for him no more. Like, it just ain't for him no more. What you mean it ain't for you no more? You got a semester left, bro. Like, weeks. Not even a semester for real. Like 2-3 weeks however it go. Right? And it's like this dude came in here because all he do is work every day. This dude, the older guy, he much older than me. Much older than me. Like, he an older guy, a wife, 2-3 kids, a kid in college ready to graduate. Like, he an older cat. But all he do is work and take care of his family. He know his job. And that's all he do is his job. He take care of his family. The man go to work, drop his check off. So I don't even see my son. I don't even see my daughter. I know she doing good. She in college, she doing great. I see my wife at night when I get home and I go to bed. I get up and go to work right at dawn. I pay the bills. I don't really see my family. My wife conducts all that, right? So basically he's saying, I don't know my son to relate to this cat, y'all. Y'all know what's going on out here. What is he doing? And you can just see this dude needed this shit. Like, you know people and you can see where they at. Because he's like, this the type of dude. This type of dude is, he's an old school cat. All he do is get up, go to work, get up, go to work. It ain't about no fun, it ain't about no, it's about get up, go to work, take care of my family. That's a man's job. This man don't know. I was like, you even know what your son is doing? No, I don't even really know. We can tell. Because you're not even giving us enough information. What does he do? I don't know, man. This music song is something. Ask your son what is he doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just knowing when somebody is out of touch. You can see that because you deal with so many different people. Dude was just out of touch with everything. I don't know what he's talking about. Just rap stuff, just that stuff, just that stuff. I said, bro, you gotta understand this. I'm saying that he's saying it to you like this. We're not saying you being a bad father. You just don't know what's going on. You need to sit down and get in touch with your son. Like, and not to say that he ain't doing nothing, but he could be doing something, and he could not be doing nothing. He could be on a hype, and he could be on some shit. Because this kid's in high school making millions of dollars right now. Social media, internet, that's it. He could be doing some shit. So we don't know why he's saying that, but we know you need to sit down and talk to your son. Like, everything ain't about work, and it's just like it just come from dealing with people, man. You can see they take to you. And last thing he said to me, he was like, fellas, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, but I ain't know about this. I ain't know about that. I ain't know about that. Now I can come to him and talk to him about something. He can be like, damn, I ain't think you knew about that, Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just easy to see sometimes because you know people. You know people. It's hard to front for people when you know every type of person. You know what I'm saying? If you've been exposed to so many different people, it's hard for people to play you. Like, it's hard for people to be like, oh, this nigga ain't got for real. Fuck out of here. Like, you know who hard, who ain't, who this, who that. It's just easy to see once you dealt with it so long. That's just it.
That's just the way